welcome back to another episode of Vacancy at Vanilla's. Yes, we're still in the living room, still have not found a couch or a chair or something that really sparks my interest yet. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna wait until I find something perfect. So, please. I don't want to hear it. No one's actually been complaining at all. Literally not one person complaining. I'm like, guys, everyone shut the fuck up, please. I'm sick. I'm a little sick, a little under the weather. I cannot hear out of my right ear because it is very full of pressure, and it's actually driving me crazy listening myself talk and not being able to like hear it out of this side is actually really fucking annoying. So I love that, and I keep like pressing on my ear, and I'm doing everything that Google says. I just took a Claritin, popped a little Clary right before like 10 minutes before I started recording. So obviously that's not going to kick in for a little bit. Took some 2 Tylenol this morning. Took a COVID test 2 days ago when I started having symptoms. It was negative, but I don't know if that was too early to test. I don't fucking know, man. I don't really know. I thought COVID, like, you can test like within like a few days after exposure, but then, bro, I don't know. Are we still getting COVID now? Like, are we even still getting that? Be honest. Yeah, but I took a Claritin, and the thing about me is, you know, some of you know that I am very scared of everything, and I was literally Googling, like, drug interactions with Claritin and Prozac and making sure that nothing was going to happen if I took a fucking allergy pill. And there's people that are taking Molly, Coke, and ketamine on a random Wednesday. And I'm over here hunched over my phone, worried about a fucking allergy pill if that is going to interact with my anxiety medication. So clearly, my anxiety medication is not doing its job that well because I'm still nervous about these things. No, but it's just something I've always been, like, hesitant. I never was someone who like took hella medicine growing up. I guess like my mom would give me like fucking Benadryl and shit when I was sick, but I never really grew up like getting sick a lot. And even into like my adulthood, like I'll get sick like with like a cold or I don't even think I've ever had the flu. I mean, maybe this is the flu. I don't know. Like I've never gotten my flu shot. I don't think so. Don't hold me to that. Maybe once or twice, but I don't go get a flu shot every year. Because I'm not someone who gets the fucking flu every year. Like, I'm just not someone who gets sick a lot. And I think I honestly, if I'm going to blame that on anything, well, not blame it, but chalk it up to the fact that I try to, like, get good sleep and I drink a shit ton of water because I'm one of those people where if I'm not drinking water, I'm like, oh, I'm thirsty. I'm really thirsty. I need water. So I sleep good. I drink water. And I feel like, honestly, that's really all it takes. Get your white blood cell count up. Is that what it is? White blood cells? Is that what helps you not be sick? I don't know. Any doctors in the chat, please let me know. But yeah, I took a hot, steamy shower right before this, trying to alleviate any congestion that I may have. And I noticed in my in my bathroom cabinet. Is that technically a pantry? Bathroom No, it's a cabinet. I have Vicks, not the vapor rub. I actually probably have that somewhere. Gotta dig deeper for that. But I had these Vicks bath salts. And it's just like this Vicks salt, essentially. You could sprinkle it into bathtubs. But I wanted to take a shower. So I was like, okay, I'll just sprinkle it on the floor of the tub. And it actually worked. You could smell it. You know, it was opening up my nasal passage. it worked, but it was a little uncomfortable. It was like I was stepping on sand as I was showering, so I didn't really like that. But then it got me thinking, because I had never even used it. I think I bought it maybe like the last time I was sick, which was probably like over a year ago. And also too, me looking at the fucking vapes. Oh my god. See, 2024 culture has just plagued my brain. Fucking vaping? Me looking at the Vicks vapor fucking container that it was in. I was looking at the Vicks container, checking for an expiration date. Girl, if you don't throw that shit in the damn shower and call it a fucking day, In my brain, I'm like, if this is even a day expired, it's going to turn into mustard gas and it's going to kill me and my family. Like, what the hell? And I didn't find an expiration. I'm like, bro, it is salt. Who gives a fuck? Threw that shit in the bath, whatever. So we're overcoming our fears. And yeah, it worked. But I was thinking, I was like, I don't think I would take a bath in this stuff out of concern for my cooter, because what is it? Okay, so it's like mint, eucalyptus, and menthol. Menthol pussy is insane. I'm sorry. But then it also, have you guys ever tried the honey pot pads? Oh, y'all need to get on those. I mean, it's not an everyday thing for sure, but it almost has like an icy hot kind of a sensation. And sometimes it almost like borderline feels like, is this beginning, like, is this almost like a chemical burn? Like, it starts to feel, it's like just at that threshold where it burns, but it's like, okay, is this like concerning? But it's like weirdly satisfying at the same time. I don't know. It has this like hot cooling sensation. It's like hot but cold at the same time. It feels like your pussy is chewing gum. Like, I don't know how to. That's just, please just get on it. If you've never tried it, go down to damn CVS, get yourself some honey pot pads and just give it a whirl. I feel like I've talked about this before, but just give it a whirl. Yeah, so if this is a little bit of a shorter episode, I apologize. My ear does hurt very badly. The past few days, my throat was hurting. I was supposed to go to the McGee concert on Sunday, which I was so excited for. So excited for. I'm literally sitting here watching his live performances on YouTube. That's how excited I was to go. Hey, I got sick that same fucking day. I woke up that day. I went to Equinox. I took a class. What the hell class did I take? What? A Pilates class. It was hard, too. That bitch beat my ass. I took a Pilates class. After the class, it was not during the class. I didn't feel it during the class. As soon as the class was done, I got a smoothie. And I'm sitting waiting for, I'm sitting at the smoothie bar waiting for my smoothie. And I realized, I'm like, oh, my throat hurts a little bit. But I was like, oh, maybe it's just because it's been a heat wave. Also, it's been hot as dick. Hello, it's been 107 fucking degrees every single day. I haven't left my house. I mean, I guess if there's any time to get sick, it's now, because there's no reason I should be leaving my house anyway when it's this fucking hot. But I'm like, oh, maybe it's just because like the AC has been like fucking blasting everywhere you go, like in my house, the gym, whatever. Maybe my throat's just a little irritated from that. I get home and then I start to feel a little hot. I take my temperature. It's like fucking 99.9. It's not really a fever. It's like barely getting there. And I'm like, oh, geez, this is it. This is it for me. I fucking DoorDash a COVID test to my house. Like, girl, relax. Because I was still like, okay, do I go to the concert? Do I not? And just like as the hours passed, it was like, and I got ready. I put my outfit on. I put the makeup on. It was literally 20 minutes before I was about to leave for the concert. I was like, I can't do it. I was like really trying to convince myself I could do it. I was like, man, I cannot fucking do it. And also it was still hot as balls out. Even though the concert was at night, it's still 97 fucking degrees when the sun is down. It's disgusting. And apparently it was hot as balls in there. Cash went and he was like, yeah, it was hot as fuck. He was like, you would have been pissed the fuck off. Because if I'm already like kind of hot because I have like a mini fever and then I don't feel good and then it's hot as balls in there, yeah, I think I would have died. I probably would have died. So it's probably better that I didn't go. But I did get major fucking FOMO, and I'm not really one that gets FOMO a lot. So that was one of the things that I got FOMO about. Speaking of FOMO, I don't have FOMO about this, but I feel like a lot of people, especially in LA, get FOMO about New York Fashion Week. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like to watch the videos on TikTok. I saw Young Thug's brand Spider. I was like, wow. There were some good fits. Like, I do like the recap. I like to look at the recap. But I'm sorry, there is something so irritating about a bitch. not even a bitch, a dude, like anyone, like everyone. When I say bitch, I'm talking everyone is considered in this category. Is something so irritating to me about a bitch that flies from wherever to go to New York Fashion Week, not even invited to any shows, just hanging around in Soho, hoping that fucking Rick Owen is gonna walk down the street and be like, you're my next model. Okay, I don't think Rick Owen actually has an accent. I don't know why I gave him that persona. But there's something so irritating to me about that is like y'all all flying to fucking New York, not invited to any motherfucking shows, just hanging around Soho, hoping that Mason Margiela himself is just gonna fucking pick you out of a crowd. Go, shut the fuck up. Fuck off. You are not special. I'm sorry. I think I'm just a little grumpy because I'm feeling sick. I do, I do think it's like, I get it. If you're into fashion, if you're getting paid to be there, if you're an influencer, if you're whatever, you got your little brand deals, but some of these people literally pay money out of their own pocket, fly there, and they don't even go to the shows. They're just like hanging around in the streets in their best fits, being like, hey, how y'all doing? And I just never really understood that. And don't get me wrong, there was a fucking phase in my life too, bitch, where when I was still living on the East Coast, when I would go to New York, fucking hang out in Manhattan and Brooklyn for like the day, act like I lived there, wear my best fit, fucking Luca Sabat and fucking all these fashion motherfuckers would be just walking by and I'd be like... thinking I was so fucking cool, like hanging outside of the Supreme store, like, ew. Dude, this was like my youth, though. This is like pre-everything. Pre-TikTok, thank God it was this is like BT, before TikTok. Way before, like, before Musical.ly, bitch, before any of that. This was probably Vine days, maybe even, it was a while ago. Also, crazy to think that I've been on this earth for that long and that I've had experiences that some of you don't know about, because I really feel like I tell everyone everything on here, but I've lived many different lives. Yeah. The merch is getting made. Yay! Everyone clap it up! And I actually thought... I was over here being like, oh, geez, it's probably going to take longer than I said it was going to take, and I'm going to have to keep everyone updated on that. But it is looking like it's going to take within the 2 to 4 week time frame, at the 4-week mark, because the guy, I didn't drop it off. Cash did. Thank you so much, because my car is the size of a fucking clown car. So I could not fit the boxes of the stuff in my car because you guys ordered a lot of shit. Hey, you guys ordered a lot of shit. This is like a whole real thing. And I still actually have more boxes that I have to drop off to him. But Cash did the dirty work and he took a majority of the really big boxes. So everyone say thank you to him. And the merch is getting made. I just have to wait till I feel better so I could drop off the rest of the stuff, which will probably be... I think we're still waiting on one more box of hoodies. For some reason, the medium hoodies weren't in stock, so we had to, like, order them. Annoying, had to pay an extra $100 for shipping for those for whatever fucking reason. So if you're a medium, count your fucking days. No, but I don't know why they, like, weren't in stock in the local warehouse, so we had to, like, pay for the shipping for those. Stupid. So have to wait for the medium hoodies to come in anyway before I even drop the stuff off to the guy. But, man, I just don't freaking feel good. I don't feel good. And I have a package at the P.O. box, too. Okay, now I'm just thinking out loud because, like, y'all don't need to fucking know that. Like, I'm just, like, naming my tasks that I have to do. Whatever. On a spookier topic, have you guys heard of Smart Schoolboy 9? If you haven't, just save yourself the... despair and the creeped outedness and the I don't even know, like the visceral reaction that you will have looking this up. Please don't even bother because it's so fucking creepy. And when I tell you, dude, and y'all know I play horror games, Like, I don't really fuck with, like, there's some scary movies that I won't watch. Like, anything that's about, like, being possessed and shit. Like, I'm not really rocking with that. Even though, what the hell oh my God, me and Cash went to go see, what the fuck was it called? It was a new A24 movie. It's about some fucking old lady moving into their son's house. Let me see. New A24. I think it's like Candace or something. Okay, why did I think it was Candace? It's called The Front Room. That's not even her name in the movie. Why did I think it was Candace? Who the hell is Candace? What am I thinking? I don't know where I got that. It's called The Front Room, okay? So, who the hell is Candace? Is that a Candace? Is that an A24 movie? Candace movie. Okay, that's a movie. Not what I'm thinking. Okay, I don't know what the fuck Anyway, it's called The Front Room. And it's mid. It's not like a must watch. I mean, if you're bored as hell and you like A24 movies, like, go watch it, I guess. It's pretty mid. But it kind of is centered around, like, Catholic church and people being, like, stupid religious, and it's a little spooky, scary, and there's some weird fucking scenes. And the lady's name is Belinda, and the grandma always goes, Belinda, help me, Belinda, I need help. It's just me and Cash were fucking laughing because, oh my God. And then at one point she's like, it's Belinda. I was like, oh, Belinda. We were fucking crying in the theater. Like, it was, oh my God. Every time she would say it, we were like, oh my God, why is she saying it? Anyway, this is not what I originally was wanting to talk about, but I did see a movie recently that was centered around that kind of shit, and I usually don't like to watch that shit because it spooks me out. But this is not even in that realm at all. And when I tell you that there is very few things in this lifetime that have made me feel the uncomfy, like, of this fucking story. It's not even a story. It's real. And I didn't even watch the full. There's some guy who made this YouTube, like, documentary about it, which is where everyone's, like, getting their information on it. Me being a child of God, I didn't even want to, like, watch it. And I think I remember seeing it on my fucking For You thing on YouTube, or my recommended, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I just didn't even think about it. I had not seen anything about it on TikTok. And I'm watching Emergency Intercom, and Drew and Enya start talking about Smart Schoolboy 9. And I actually stopped their podcast to go look it up, right? And I just, like, looked it up on TikTok. I still wasn't really, like, I was just, like, getting these weird, like, creepy pictures. I'm like, ew, what the fuck is this? But then I didn't even want to look it up anymore because it was, like, scaring me. Then I go listen to Add a Character, and then Hamza and Martin are talking about it too. So I'm like, okay, I need to watch the damn thing. So I just throw on the fucking documentary because I'm like, I'm getting a little bit of FOMO here. Like, I want to know, like, what's everyone talking about? What's the tea? It's basically this guy who... Okay, well, it's not even, because at first when you start the documentary, you don't even know it's a guy. Somebody on Reddit, I don't know what Reddit thread it was under, but it was someone posted on this Reddit thread and was like, hey, I just found these Instagram accounts, these 3 different Instagram accounts, and they're all just, like, super fucking creepy. Like, isn't this shit fucking weird? And people were like, oh my God, I just blocked them. Like, whatever, that's so fucking creepy. And one of the accounts was basically, like, the bio was like, oh, this is my 13-year-old son's account run by his mom and whatever, fucking, and it starts with, like, posting pictures of, like, a young kid, like a white, blonde, blue-eyed kid, whatever, like, just normal pictures. And progressively over time, the pictures get fucking weirder and weirder and weirder, and, like, run through, like, these weird AI, like, things where, like, the eyes are really big and it's, like, red lipstick, and, like, it's just fucking weird and creepy to look at, and it, like, just makes you uncomfortable. And the way he edits, it's so fucking I can't even explain it. And I know I'm like, don't look it up, but I know y'all are probably gonna fucking look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about, because you're probably just like me and you want to know. But it was so weird. And then if somebody would comment on the picture being like, hey, this is weird or something, he would be like, you're a predator, you're preying on a little boy, like you like whatever. Anyway, turns out the person behind, and there was like multiple other accounts pretending to be like another girl named Stephanie, and then like all this weird fucking shit. Turns out it's a fucking like 60-something-year-old man, and he like dresses up like a schoolboy and he puts this like, literally he looks like long legs. I'm not even fucking kidding. He legitimately looks like long legs. I actually think this is way more unsettling than long legs. I haven't even seen the movie, but like the way Nicolas Cage looks in that shit is cake compared to the way that this fucking guy made himself look in this weird it's so weird. And he put this white makeup on his face and this red lipstick, and he dresses up like a little boy, and he's obsessed with like heeled boots. And then there's a video of him like chasing a little boy. It's so weird. And he lives in the UK, I think. So we're safe over here in America. We don't have to be scared of Smart Schoolboy 9. But hey, if you live in the UK, keep a fucking eye out for Selena, because that guy is fucking scary. I literally couldn't even sit through the whole documentary because it was like genuinely freaking me the fuck out. And I just had to share my experience with that with you guys. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break that to you if anyone did not want to know about that. But it's just fucking weird. There are some absolutely insane people out there. And he only followed other kids on Instagram, which is why, and then it goes back to my fucking point of why I don't understand. And I get that like shit is different now, but if I had a kid now, like if I had like a 8-year-old son now, and I'm like knowing how, I get it, because maybe I feel like a lot of the people that not even though, like, because I'm thinking if I had an 8-year-old son now and I'm 28, I still am very well aware of how the internet works and whatever. But I guess there's some people that are like more towards like the end of the millennial range that have like, you know, kids that are like around that age that maybe only like use Facebook, and they like don't really get like TikTok and like Instagram. Like there genuinely are people like that don't really understand like social media the way that everyone else does. Not everyone else, but like other people that like are on multiple platforms, where, you know, their kid has a phone and then their kid has Instagram and they don't think anything of it. But it's like there are fucking weirdos out there. Like there are so many weirdos, and even there's even like TikTok pages of moms and kids and whatever. It's like family accounts, and you could just see like there was this one lady, I don't know, but she posts like weirdly suggestive shit of her fucking child, and the videos get like a bunch of saves, and everyone is like, hey, this is fucking weird. Like, you know that there are like the killers are watching this, and she like doesn't give a fuck because she's like making money off of it. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. But I can understand in a sense where like you don't understand how Instagram really works, and like your child has an Instagram and you're like, oh, well, if the page is private, then who cares? But it's the I mean, again, like when we were younger, we were on Omegle, and an old fucking dick would pop up every 5 seconds. Like, you know, there's shit that like even we got into when the internet was like not as crazy as it is now. And still, our parents had no fucking idea. Ooh, sorry, had my sound still on. Sorry if you thought you got a text. You didn't. Haha, keep listening to me. And I never got into the kick thing. I know a lot of y'all did the kick, which is like you're probably just talking to like old men and had no fucking idea. I never got into the kick thing. So I'm, you know, kind of glad about that. But there was just, you know, there's just even Instagram is like not fucking safe because there's actual nut jobs on there that are following kids, and I think if I had a kid right now, their internet access would be very supervised, and not even in the point where I'm like scared. Well, yes, scared for their safety, but also I see so many fucking videos of. I literally saw a video on TikTok yesterday, and I can't even talk because I've been sick, so I have nothing else better to do. So my screen time is like disgusting the past few days. I've just been like mindlessly fucking scrolling on TikTok, but I literally don't have anything else better to do. It's a fucking heat wave. Like, I don't even want to go sit outside. Like, so I'm just fucking scrolling. And the fucking the video that I saw, it was like camera footage that someone had like a camera inside their apartment or whatever, and their son, who had to have been 9, probably old enough to like understand shit, was watching something on the maybe a little bit younger actually, but like no younger than like 6, I don't think, was watching something on the iPad, probably YouTube or some shit. The iPad died, okay? The iPad died. And this kid, like, had a fucking conniption, had a tantrum, and he broke the iPad. He starts jumping on it. He puts it down on the bed, jumping on top of it, screaming, yelling, he gets like a toy from across the room, slams it on top of the iPad. Hey, that's fucking concerning. Hey, that's actually fucking crazy. I saw another video saying that kids nowadays, I don't know if I talked about this last week or if I do remember mentioning it on Twitch, but kids nowadays that are like chronically on the screen, and I'm talking like young, from the developmental ages, from like, I don't know, like baby to like 5 years old, like if they're just in front of the fucking iPad all day, they're starting to get this thing. It's called like straight face syndrome or something about not having emotion, like where they don't look at other people's real human faces enough, and that they don't know how to use their own facial expressions. Hey, that's fucking insane. That is so fucking scary. And they're like not developing correctly because they're like, it's so like, dude, I could go on for, and we've talked about this in other episodes. It scares the ever living fuck out of me. Like that shit just scares the fuck out of me. Which is why I'm like, dude, if I had a kid, like, bro, I would turn into fucking Nara Smith. I would be like, I would have to, because I refuse. My kid can get a little bit of Roblox time. We could play Roblox together. We could play a little bit of Dress to Impress together. You know, maybe just like 30 minutes a day, just some, you know, bonding time. I'm doing duos with my fucking child. I'm like, oh, hurry the fuck up. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding? The outfit is not fucking eating. I'm like, that shit fucking sucks. Are you serious? We're not gonna fucking get on the panel. My kid is fucking crying. It's just like, I don't know. I just get so scared about that shit. And y'all know, I don't even fucking know. I don't know if I ever want kids. Ugh, dude, and the kids piss me the fuck off. Then the other day, I'm at Equinox 2 the day before I started feeling sick. It's 90 million bazillion degrees out. Of course, the elevator that goes from Equinox to the parking lot is broken, of course. So you have to walk down like 2 separate flights of stairs, okay? And it's fucking hot as balls. Even me being outside for like 5 minutes, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die. So I'm going down this first flight of stairs, okay? And then I have to like walk past, it's like, they're not close to each other. So I walk past this like fucking restaurant and then down the second flight of stairs that goes into the parking garage. And as I'm turning the corner about to go down the second flight of stairs, a family, it was a mom, a dad, 2 sons, and a grandma, okay? They were coming from like their little brunch or wherever the hell they were coming from. You know, they could have easily just been like, oh, you go ahead, you know, because we both kind of got there at the same time. It's like, all right, you got old ass grandma with you, 2 kids that are like under the age of 5, and the 2 of you. And then one of them was like, I want daddy to take me down the stairs. I want dad to do it. And then the fucking dad is like, well, I already have my other son. And he already has the other kid's hand. And then the kid is taking like 1 step at it, like, you know how kids step down the stairs, it's like they put 2 feet on each step, whatever. I'm like, come on, go ahead. Yeah, just go. At this point, it's still only the dad and the 1 son have gone down the stairs, still waiting for mom, the other kid, and fucking grandma to get down the stairs. So I'm like, just go. Yeah, it's totally fine. It's not like I'm fucking overheating or anything. So then the other son is like, no, I want daddy to do it. And he's like pulling away from the mom. No, and the mom is like, well, daddy's down there. Come on. If you want to catch up to daddy, we got to go down the stairs. We got to go. Gentle parenting oh my God. If you don't pick that fucking kid up and haul ass down those stairs immediately, dude, I was about to bulldoze that family over. I'm not gonna. It was like actually irritating me, and I'm just like, okay. And then once they all start going down the stairs, I'm like, and the grandma's like, you know, tagging along too. I don't even care. I'm being annoying at this point. I'm like I'm like at the step literally behind them. Every step that they're taking, I'm like on their fucking ass. And I'm like, oh, okay. Then they all get down the stairs and then they're just standing there in front of the fucking staircase. And they're like, okay, where'd we park? Oh, families like that drive me fucking insane. Like, your kids are gonna grow up just as fucking stupid as you and like blah, 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 blah. Oh, that pissed me off so bad. Anyway. And it's just something that normally I wouldn't have gave a fuck if it was not disgustingly hot out. That was the only thing that like I wouldn't like. If it was a nice fall breeze, I would have been like, who cares, take your time. But it was just the fact that it was so fucking hot, and the heat really irritates me. Speaking of, apparently California is going to fall off the face of the earth. Has anyone heard about that? I'm a little bit scared about that. I don't know how true that is, but Rachel sent me a TikTok link yesterday of some guy talking about Rancho Palo Verdes. I don't even know if that's the name of the fucking... It's Rancho something. It's not Rancho Cucamonga, right? That's another place. Rancho Cucamonga. I don't know. It's like by the water, right? And basically it's like sinking. Like they're like... The houses are like literally sinking into the ground and everything is like being sunken and destroyed and whatever. And everyone's commenting and they're like, we need to evacuate California. There's been some guy saying, you know, he goes around parading wearing a shirt saying that we all need to evacuate California, la 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 la, whatever. And then I'm like, I kept seeing comments about this one guy. I'm like, okay, first and foremost, is this guy himself in California? Because, hey, follow your own fucking advice, buddy. Because I would imagine if people in California know about this, he's got to be doing it in or around California. Because they've been saying that for years, though, that, like, Florida and California are just going to, like, break off and fly away. I mean, who fucking knows? Who knows? I think we got, like, another 100 years max left on this planet, and that's pushing it. So I won't be around for that, though. So we'll be good. Like, by that time... So hopefully I'm not around when California is drifting away. At least I know how to swim. Maybe I could just swim. And that's why also too, like, just in general, like, it's scary to like buy property or like live like like on the water. Like, I'm talking like you could see the water from your fucking window. Like, that's kind of scary. Even in my hometown, I remember there's this one street that actually multiple streets. What am I talking about? I'm thinking of two different areas, but there's multiple streets that are like basically like your house is on the beach. And when there's bad storms, like, hey, all your shit is fucking destroyed. Your whole crib is flooded and all your belongings are now down the street. Like, and yeah, it's like nice to live there 90% of the time. But if there's like a really fucking bad storm and the water like gets really like, it's crazy. Like, it ruins everything. And that's not even in an area where they like tell you to worry about the fucking shit flying off of the damn country or the continent. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon though, because I do like it here. And I don't want to fly off into the abyss. So we'll see how that goes. Y'all seen the Ice Spice and Cleo? I keep saying Cleo Trappa. Wait, it's Cleo Trappa. What was I saying? I was like Cleo Trapla. Like, what am I saying? Cleo Trappa. Also, cute ass name. Very creative. I do like that. I am not going to lie to you. I didn't know who she was beforehand. I had not heard of her, but I have listened to her a few of her songs since the whole drama. And I'm like, you know what? Wow. Like, her music is actually good. Like, she actually can rap. Like, she's cute. She's pretty. Her body's tea. Like, she's the it girl. She's so cute. Why are we not giving her a platform? And I mean, like, I don't really keep up too much with like celebrity shit. Like, I'll get so many messages and like people being like, oh my God, what's your opinion on this? I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck that is. Like, y'all will just, oh my God, what do you think about this person? I'm like, I legitimately have never even heard of that person. Like, it'll just be like TikTok creators or whatever. I'm like, bro, I don't even fucking know. Like, so that was more of like a bigger thing. So I feel like everyone kind of heard about it. And for a while, like, I would see the clips of I kept seeing the clip of like people using the audio, and she was like, you know, my thing is big chunky boots and mini skirts, and then all of a sudden you're wearing big chunky boots and mini skirts, and that's me, and you got to find something else and give it back, because well, I kept hearing that audio. So I was like, okay, let me like hear what she's actually talking about. There was a day last week where I was cleaning my crib, and I literally was just cleaning the crib, listening to the full story time, and like each video is like damn near 10 minutes long, and then I would just scroll and be on to the next one. I swear I was like doing the dishes, listening. I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, if you don't know, basically Ice Spice invited Cleo, who was a friend of hers. Not besties. They weren't like super tight, but they were more like tight for the media kind of a thing. Like Cleo stated, she was like, yeah, we never were like chilling at the crib with no makeup on, like kind of like homies, but like we were friends for sure. And we like went out and did stuff together. And I guess Ice Spice called her after not seeing her for a few months and was like, Cleo, I miss you. Like, come on tour with me. And Cleo was like, babe, I can't just fucking sit around and like hang out with you while you're on tour. Like, I got shit to do. I have money to make too. And then Ice was like, no, like, come on tour with me. Like, I want you to perform. And she was like, oh shit, really? Okay, fuck yeah, cool, whatever. And it was just like a North America tour. It wasn't like the world tour or whatever. So she was like, okay, mind you, the tour started like the next day, or like within the next like day or 2 days. Like she had no fucking time to prepare. You know, she's asking Ice like, okay, well, do you need me to like budget for anything? Like, is there anything that I'm gonna have to pay for? Like, la 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 la. And she's like, no, you're gonna be with me, girl. You're gonna be with me. Like, and then I guess they went on the tour, and shit just went south. It just did not go the way that she thought it was gonna go. Ice Spice was treating her fucking weird. She made her carry her own bags out in the fucking rain back to like this whole shit. Like the security was carrying Ice Spice's bag, but the security like refused to carry her bag. But when Ice Spice easily could have just been like, get her bag. Like, you work for me, get her bag. But the security didn't get her. I don't know. So that's like what started the whole thing. And then I guess Ice Spice was just being like a fucking weirdo the whole rest of the tour. Just go watch her shit if you want. I'm not going to explain the whole thing, but she's being a fucking weirdo, I guess. But multiple people have said that. Multiple people have said that about her. So, and everyone, yeah, and that's another thing too. Everyone's like, oh, she's on Ozempic. She's on Ozempic. Baby, that's Percocets. That is perks. Yeah, that's fucking Percocets. I'm pretty sure that she is off the Yerkies. I'm pretty sure that's what, and just like being on tour also, I feel like when you're on, like, an artist on tour, like, I just feel like you're always so go, 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 go. A lot of people, like, genuinely, like, just don't eat as much as they should be eating. So that combined with a little yerky, I think that's probably what's been doing it for her. Because I've seen some clips of her, like, people are just like investigating, you know how people on the fucking internet are, think they know everything. And I do keep seeing clips of her where she does seem a little bit tweaked. I'm like, okay, all right, something's going on here. But again, I think the real reason why all this is happening is because Ice Spice unfollowed me on Instagram. I think me saying that till the day that I die. Hey, I was a real OG fan. Well, this is pre-Munch. Y'all know this. I just like posted her on my story, and I was like, oh, she's so cute. I love this song. Oh my God, who is this? I love her. And then she like followed me and liked like a picture of mine or something. And then once Munch came out, she forgot about a real one. I was down for her before Munch. It's crazy. That's how you're going to treat your day one, Ice? Oh, my ear hurts so bad, dude. You have no freaking idea. It's just this right one. Oh my God, I just want to like go in there and like fucking. I know there's nothing in there. It's just like the pressure, but oh my God, please. How do I? Ow! That made it hurt worse. Sorry, I just screamed in your ear. I'm so sorry about that. All right, we're gonna take some calls. Oh, I forgot the phone. I can't even do this today. Hold on, we're gonna take some calls. And I'm not even ready. Of course we're not. And I'm not even gonna edit this because that's more work for me. Who cares? Okay. Vanilla's Villa, how can I help you?
Hey Vanilla, it's Cupid. So I just wanted to call and have your expertise on this because I know you're so talented, so big-minded, so talented. Anyways, so basically, I have this coworker that literally has been coworkers with me since my second job, and then she helped me get this new job at Sephora, right? And we're still coworkers, and we're cool, and we hang out. And keep in mind, we went to a drag bar one night, had a little turn night, fun, cute. She reposted this TikTok saying that trans women are not real women, and they're just men in costumes and wigs. And I was like, oh, girl, I'm very much femme. I'm very much they them. Like, girl, what is this? And she was like, yeah, it's what I believe in. And I was like, babe, what? You can't not be for real. Like, you work at Sephora with the guys in eyeliner. Like, babe, it's pretty much the same thing. I am very much given one of the dolls. Like, girl, what? And then she was like, yeah, it's just what I believe in. Like, I respect and, like, I don't judge, but they're just not real women to me. Babe, what? What do I do, Vanilla? Please. Like, give me an answer. Like, I don't want it to be awkward when I work with her, but I also don't want to hang out with her because it's like, girl, we're contradicting each other and it's just too much. Please save me, Vanilla.
Vanilla, save me, please. Okay. Wow, that is tea. That is tea. Okay. So, Cupid, this is what you need to do. The fact that she even was like, oh, but I don't judge. I respect it, but I actually, it's so funny to me when people are like, hey, no, I don't judge and I respect it, but I actually don't fucking respect it at all. And here's my opinion. I'm going to post it on the internet. And I actually think that you're a fucking like psychopath, crazy person. Like what? And I actually don't think that you're real or valid, but I do respect it though. Girl, what the fuck? Okay. That is so fucking crazy to me. I never, even when I was like young, I never thought for a fucking minute that like it was a bad thing to be like trans, gay. Like that was never like implanted into my brain. Thank God, because I feel like a lot of that is the people who raised you or the people that you grew up around. It's a lot of that shit is like that hate is like taught, unfortunately. But I mean, and it's the thing, it's like, but as you become a fucking adult with your own brain, you could easily come to be like, hey, actually, I don't agree with this. You know what I mean? So that's where I feel like I don't really feel bad for people, even if you grew up in an environment like that. Cause I'm just like, and there's some cases where it's like people didn't even grow up in an environment like that. They just have so much fucking hatred for that shit. And honestly, I think and a lot of the times, and y'all have seen it before, even especially in like Congress and shit, where all these people that are like banning like bills against gays and like all this shit, they're actually sucking wiener on the low, like shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's like always I feel like it's like a self-hatred thing sometimes with some people, but it's not always the case. But regardless, it's always rooted in like some deeper hatred, right? You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying, to even like hang out with you knowing like, and Cupid definitely gives doll, like don't give, like Cupid is in my merch shoe, like they give everything they need to give. So looking at Cupid and then also being like, okay, yeah, this is somebody that I want to hang out with, and let's go to a drag fucking brunch or whatever, gay bar or drag bar, and then you're gonna turn around and say some shit like that. Baby, read the fucking room. And you work at Sephora with the gays and the dolls, and you work at Sephora. Be so serious with the gays, theys, and the dolls. Oh my God. And you're going to fucking post some shit like that. And it's like, why even post about it? Like, what gratification do you get from publicly showing that you have this fucking asinine, stupid fucking take? Like, oh my God, it's just so stupid. Okay, but this is what I would do if I were you in this situation. Again, I can't put myself completely in your shoes because, like I said, I do not know what it's like to be non-binary. I'm sure there's a lot of other shit that comes with it that I will never know or experience. But from the outside looking in, I think that you should be like, keep it cordial at work just for the sake of your job and your well-being. keep it cute, keep it cordial, but I definitely, hey babe, me and you are definitely not going to be going out anymore, and we're not going to any fucking drag. We're not going anywhere, actually. Outside of the workplace, we are not going. Bitch, I don't even give a fuck if it's Panda Express on our fucking break. We're not going anywhere. Okay? So that's basically where I would keep it. I would keep it cordial at work. Like, you don't gotta like go out of your way to fucking talk to her. But, you could definitely let it be known that her opinion is not welcomed here. Give her a little bit of the cold shoulder, but not enough to the point where she's gonna like try to be petty and make you lose your job or whatever, like kind of a thing. Like, you don't want it to fuck up your job and what you're doing. And Sephora, like, hey, that's a good little gig. I mean, I don't know, I've never worked there, but that's a cute gig, and you get a little discount. You don't want to fuck that up. As long as you like working there, I wouldn't risk it for that fucking bitch's stupid fucking horrible take. But yeah, definitely don't hang out with her anymore. All right, that's my advice. And we're going to take one more call. We're going to take one more for the day. 1 second here. Which one is it? Is it this one? I think it's this one. All right. Vanellas Villa, how can I help you?
Hey Diva, I have a quick question. It's kind of two questions in one. As someone who lived in LA for a few months at one point a few years ago, and since then has visited, um, I was just wondering, in your opinion, do you feel like living in LA is like a good fit for you? And then I guess the second half of my question is, what are your thoughts on people that don't like LA or move out of LA after living there for a little bit and going back to their hometown? Uh, just want to know your thoughts on, the whole like moving to LA thing. All right, love you.
Love you. Thank you. Okay, so that's the thing. I do feel like a lot of people think of like, oh, moving to LA, like you're going to fucking follow your dreams and be a actress, whatever. I do feel like it kind of gives that a lot of the times when people say that they're moving to LA. And obviously it doesn't work out for everyone out here. And that's fine because it's fucking ridiculously expensive. You know what I mean? And like it's okay to not be able to it's okay to be like, hey, actually this is not for me. Well, and not even like expenses wise either. Like some people just don't like it out here, like the vibe or whatever. The first time I visited LA in 2018, when I lived in Boston, I had the worst fucking trip. I was so anxious and I hated it, and I would publicly shit on LA. I'd be like, I fucking hate LA. I'll never go back to LA. Like, I hated it, boots, like hated it. And I like let it be known that I did not like LA. Also, I just don't think I knew what the fuck to do when I was out here. I was out here for like a few days and I was like, what the fuck? This place is a dump. Like, I'm over here thinking that all of LA looks like fucking like Beverly Hills and shit. It does not, baby. So, I just like didn't know what areas were nice. I didn't know what the fuck to do. And I had the worst time. I was super fucking anxious and I'm like, man, fuck this shit. But somehow I fucking ended up out here. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like, you all know I'm like the universe, divine timing. But I really do believe that, you are where you need to be at the times that you need to be there for whatever reason, whether it's to teach you a lesson, to learn something, to grow, to whatever. I do believe everyone is like put in places in their lives at times for reasons. And I don't think that it's like, necessarily a bad thing to come to LA, try it for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and then say, okay, well, now I'm packing it up and I'm going somewhere else, whether it's back to your hometown or another city or whatever. I don't think that that's a problem. I don't think it's a problem to move around anywhere. Like, if you're not tied down to anything that like you need to be in one place, who gives a fuck? Go travel. Who cares? Go see the world. Go live in other places. I admire that. I really admire people that are able to just pack up and be like, fuck it, I want to go live here and I kind of have done that essentially between going to Boston and then coming out here, and being like, someone who considers themselves a little anxious sometimes. That's like, it's a big fucking deal. It's a big fucking deal to move to two cities where you don't know anyone, except the person like that. Both times that I moved, it was the only people that I knew in the city were the people that I moved out there with. Like in Boston, at the time I had only known my roommate, and then when I moved out here, I only knew my roommate and like Lawrence. I had known who Lawrence was from like Twitter, but I'd never like actually no. We hung out when me and Lawrence like met in person when I first visited in 2018. But when I moved out here in like 2021, I didn't fucking know anyone. Like I didn't know anyone out here. And I still don't. But it's just like, you find yourself in situations and places, and I do. Wow, what a profound statement. You find yourself in situations and places. Oh my God, amazing advice. Thank you so much, Vanilla. That was amazing. I do like it out here. The only thing that I hold against LA is that it's far from Connecticut. It's far from Connecticut and New York, and I miss my family. And I don't like sitting on a plane for 5 hours. That's the only thing. That's literally the only thing. If I could, like, if there was a way where I could, like, be home in, like, less than 2 hours, oh, my God, dude, that'd be freaking amazing. That'd be amazing. Like, I just don't like the flight time. That's really the only thing that about out here that I don't like. Like, I like where I live. I like the people that I know out here. I do feel like sometimes I get a little lonely. Oh, it's 222, make a wish. Okay. I feel like, I don't know that many people out here, like between like Lawrence, Rachel, Dylan, and Cash. I'm like, hey, that's really it. And then my Lash girl, other Rachel, Valley girl, I'm just like, so hey guys. Like, I just feel like I don't really hang out with too many people out here, because I feel like it is hard, especially like just being me. Like it's hard. I feel like I fit in a little bit in like every thing that I like to do, but like example, dancing. I fit in a little bit with some of the girls at the club, but definitely not with all of them. I definitely don't, like, my life doesn't align with their life. Like, the shit that I like to do does not line up with the shit that they like to do. Like, a lot of them are party girls. They want to go out. They want to get fucked up. They want to do drugs. Not all of them, but I'm saying that's a lot of the girls in the industry are kind of like, party girls, which is fine. Enjoy yourself, have fun, cool, as long as you're safe about it. But that is just not really what I like. I like to go out, but I don't like to, overdo it. So I don't really like mesh with a lot of girls at the club for that reason, because of that. And then when I feel like it comes to like the nerdy gamer shit, I do feel like people that I've met, like the past couple times that I've gone to the 222 experiences, I've met some really cool people, but I just feel like they are like a tad too, like, what's the word? Like, what the fucking word I'm thinking of, bro? I can't even think, but like a little, like, kind of contained, like a little too shy, I guess. But there's this, I can't even think of the word, but a little too shy, a little too much in their shell, which is fine. And I get it. It's like fucking, strange to just like meet people for the first time and like be out to dinner with them, like, which is what 222 is. And I get it, but they're just people that I'm like, oh, they would think I'm fucking crazy with like the way my life is. Like, cause they're like I remember we ran around the table. Oh, what does everyone do? What does everyone do for work? Oh, I'm a doctor. Oh, I'm an engineer. Oh, I'm a caregiver. Oh, I'm like, these are actually what they were saying. I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking stripper and a Twitch streamer. Like, not that I can't get along with people that have like actual careers, like, of fucking course I can, but it just felt like they were looking at me like, oh, okay. Like, it kind of gave that a little bit, just a little bit. So I feel like I dip my foot in like a lot of different interests and like aspects of my life, but it is kind of hard for me to find people that I like really gravitate towards. I'm just picky. I'm just picky with the people that I spend my time with. That's all. And now we're not even on the freaking topic of, LA anymore. We're just talking about people. But I mean, technically we still are, because I'm talking about like why I don't have like a bazillion fucking friends out here for that reason. So, yeah, that's really it. I'm gonna wrap it up because my ear is really fucking killing me and I would like to eat some lunch and lay down. Also, congratulations, you guys are getting this episode early Wednesday morning because it is Tuesday right now. I'm actually recording it on time because I had fuck all to do today. I didn't have shit to do. So congratulations, you're getting an on-time episode. All right, pray for me. Hopefully I feel better and I'll see you guys next week. Okay? Bye.